Okay, so we're going to talk about recurring payments software in Dance Studio Manager. So under settings and sales items, I'm there now. We're going to build a package or at least discuss it. You can see here under type, we have things like item, product, and package. We can put items and products inside of packages. So in the case of the silver membership, rather than click add new, it's the same screen. I'm just going to edit the one I already created. And you'll see here that I selected package and I gave it a name silver member. I could give it a longer description for maybe what we're going to show online about it, and a price. Now, I can add any items that I have already into this package. So as you can see, I could add one group class, whatever I've created so far that's not expired. Okay, so they've been added, and I could save it. I already did, so I don't need to save it again. And the next thing we'll do is we want to sell this package to some students. So I'll go over to students. If you're using the version where we have families, you could also click on families. But in this version, we have just students listed. And if I want to sell, say, Ron Anton, I'll give him a new purchase. I'll click on purchases and click add new. And I'll select that silver membership that we have there. And you can see it's already pre-filled with numbers. I could give him an extra group class, say, if I wanted to. Or change the price. It's pre-filled some of the things that we already filled out related to the package. So it's already using the category of memberships. It'll automatically pre-fill the purchase date of today. The teacher's name is not required, but sometimes we are selling it because there's some teacher that teaches them private lessons on a regular basis. Okay, now, if I just want to add the purchase, it's just going to add it to their ledger and there'll be no payment taken. They'll owe for this package. But to do the recurring payments, obviously that's what we're talking about here. We have to have a credit card. I'm going to quickly add a credit card to his account because I didn't have one. So if I could either swipe the card, or if I had a swiper available, I don't, or I'll add a card. And for the purposes of, we have a test. You can use this yourself, by the way. A test card that we can use that will turn auto payment on, and save it. And now he has a card, and I could now easily add a package to his account. So let's go back to purchases, add purchase, and I'll select that silver package one more time. And this time we'll get into the recurring stuff. And we have the card now that I've saved on file. Because this is a test scenario, it won't work. But if I click pay now and I click add purchase, it's going to actually add that package to his account on his ledger and show that he's paid, and also take the money from the processor. I can't do that now because we're not connected to a real credit card processor. We're just testing. So now, if I want this to recur every day on the 5th of the month, have it repeat for 1 year or even 2 years, 24 months, starting on June 1st. So that means that since it starts on June 1st, on June 5th would be the first recurring payment. I'll click add purchase, and it's going to add that to his account. And probably the next thing I'll want to know is, where are all these packages that we've done? So we have a purchases tab. Now, this is a menu item that can be turned on and off depending on whether you're using recurring purchases. So let me first show you real quick. If you go to settings, global settings, and you look up the word purchases, you can see purchases by category tab. Display purchases by tab. Let me see. Make sure I have that right. Oh, there it is. Sorry. Common, show purchases in main menu. That's the one we would want, and it's set to yes. Okay, sorry, I was a little slow there. So now, if we go to purchases, and it's in the menu, of course, and if I want to show just the packages that are currently active, I'll take a look here, and we can see that this run end time, there's 2 lines for them because the silver membership has a 5 group class pack and a 5 private lesson pack. So he now has 5 left. And as we schedule and show as completed each of these lessons, it's going to deduct 1 from his membership. And you can see if there's an expiration date, like if he doesn't use up these 5 group classes by July 1st, then he's going to be out. He won't be able to use those anymore. So, okay, well, I think that's a pretty good overview of the purchases. There's one more thing I neglected to tell you that might be helpful. When you're creating a new package, you might want to look at this additional tab and notice I assign it to the memberships category. So if you want to, because that shows what displays over here under the category. So that can be kind of helpful. And it also is the default that we used when we were adding the purchase to his account. If you recall, I'll just show you right quick. Run Anton and purchases. When I was adding a new purchase, you can see it shows that, well, first I select silver, and it shows that we have the memberships there. So that's kind of helpful. And is there anything else that might be helpful under the sales items? When you're creating a sales item that you want to recur, we're just about done with the video, but they can buy these items online, and if we do agree to a contract and yes, then we can select some contract that we created. We can create a new one, and if we need signature yes, then when they buy this online, they have to use their mouse or or finger on their phone to sign the contract, and it will store a PDF of that contract on the server, and you have future reference to that. So, okay, well, because the signed contract, is pretty important if you have some sort of a recurring payment. Maybe you want to, be able to prove that they agreed to these payments. Okay, well, that's all for this video. So I hope it was helpful to you, and